starting your journey to financial freedom. Now. You're listening to the New Investor Podcast.
This is the Young Investor for the New Investor Podcast. It is impressive and very difficult to explain how much my mind has expanded since I first made the choice to look carefully at every single possibilities in front of me from now on. I will never regret, and I am not regretting any second of my corporate life. Hospitality business allows you to literally discover the world, meet the most influential people on the planet, and work with real experts in their own craft. The corporate life provides you with a solid sense of security. You do your job, you do it well, and you're compensated for your expertise and the value you bring to your organization. And following yesterday's episode, evolving as an employee at any level will guarantee you your survival by allowing you to have a roof and food on the table. And as you rise, the corporate ladder will actually start guaranteeing you a livelihood and a lifestyle that will permit you to build a comfortable life as well as a family. The perfect picture. But you can be absolutely certain that the corporation will never provide you with that third level. That level where true happiness exists, where limitless possibilities to reach your full potential are offered to you. A corporation will not offer you freedom, and that is regardless of your position in that organization. The CEO reports to the board. The chairman of the board reports to the shareholders report to the banks for most. And it's actually a never-ending cycle. Don't get me wrong. We are to value this as we are at least fortunate to have a job with a steady income, and best of it all, you would be if you love what you do and your organization fits your values. However, there is something deep right there, deep inside of you, an energy always there, and you know what I'm talking about, that urges you at times to review your entire life. You quickly dismiss it and you get back to reality. That happens often, I am sure. And I was happy with this life, no problem at all, until the day I responded to that energy inside of me. I tasted a little bit of that freedom, nothing to do with the money at all. I tasted a little bit of that freedom through investing my first dollars. I didn't think anything of it at the time, and I had actually tasted the fruit of accountability. Whether I made money on the markets or lost money on the markets, it was all mine. It was my successes and my failures mine. There was no other systems or procedures in place to reward me or put me back in line, and that tasted good. Then it hooks you. So I kept on growing my investments and radically changed my lifestyle to get more of that taste. Volumes of gains and losses grew proportionally, and I started to see other opportunities to set myself up for a brighter future. So I followed every path so far, wrote that book on first steps of investing, which you can actually get for free if you register to my website, and I left the link in my description, just FYI. And these paths keep opening up. Ideas just keep on coming, ideas that I'm actually acting on, not just ideas or dreams. You become an execution junkie. You can't stop doing, and that I never actually felt in my regular job. Then something else happens, and that is real, that has extreme power, that changes you. You start asking yourself that question, what if? And I swear to God, I never thought I would ever ask myself that question. To ever consider a second career or a complete shift of career never crossed my mind a second. So asking yourself that question is delicate. And I recently spoke about that to one of my best friends, a brother of more than 20 years who used to be vice president in a major bank in Switzerland. You got it all with that type of positions. And the what if question hit him way earlier than me. He decided that his life had to change course immediately. And it's been a while. He is happier today, climbed the Kilimanjaro, found peace. Even if running his own business is hard, it makes less money for sure, he is happy. I think we're to seek more happiness and less currency. Now be careful. He could afford to let it all go from one morning to the next. We most probably can't, but the intent to change the course of our lives remains very firm inside of all of us listening to this podcast. There is absolutely no harm, and you have plenty of time to build your foundations while holding your current position. It is even easier today than ever. Now keep building, work hard on the side, invest in it, as it may very well be the most important ticket of your lifetime. And you could drop everything in the pursuit of that change today, but are you really in a position to drop your safety and livelihood right away and start back at survival mode? This is again up to you, but let's not forget about two critical pillars that will support your future glory: patience and perseverance. I trust your day will taste just like freedom. Be well. Thank you for listening to the podcast, and I really hope that it brings you some additional support on your own journey towards financial freedom. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to never miss an episode, and looking forward to your DM and follow on Instagram at New Investor Podcast. In the meantime, stay invested, be patient, and keep playing the long-term game.
The podcast you just heard was made using Anchor. Ever thought about making your own podcast? Anchor makes it really easy for anyone to get started. It's a one-stop shop for recording, hosting, and distributing podcasts. Best of all, it's 100% free. Sign up now at anchor.fm/new. That's anchor.fm/new to get started.